Carolyn Coyle, and I'm a consultant and author with Pieces of Learning. I'd like to talk to you for just a few minutes about one of my workshops called Motivating Underachievers. Now, I'd like to tell you that since I've been doing this workshop for about 15 years, that we wouldn't have any problems with underachievement. But of course, you know that that is not true. Most teachers have students who could do a lot better than they're actually doing. We have students who have potential and they're not living up to it. Some of these students could be our struggling students. Others could be gifted and talented students, or anything in between. This workshop, though, focuses on those students who are not doing as well as they could. We start off by looking at some patterns of underachievement and some reasons for underachievement at school. There are so many different possibilities for that, and we do spend a little bit of time exploring what causes underachievement, why do we have some students who are underachieving, why aren't all kids just excited and happy about learning as much as they can. But the bulk of the workshop really is based on strategies. After we've taken a look at some of the causes for underachievement, the next question really becomes, what do we do about it? So we look at strategies that have to do with self-esteem or self-confidence, strategies that have to do with dealing with failure and disappointment. We look at strategies about goal setting, about self-motivation. We look at strategies that deal with how can we really tie into student interests. How can we turn into their learning preferences in terms of their learning styles or their multiple intelligences? We take a look at things like listening skills, note-taking skills, study skills, test-taking skills, because all of those skills need to be developed in order to achieve. We consider goal setting. How do we get students to set goals and work toward those goals? How do we get students to be more organized in their schoolwork? Finally, in this workshop, we take a look at the role of parents. It's almost a cliche, but it's very true to say that parent-teacher collaboration makes a lot of difference in terms of the achievement that students have. So we have to take a look at how can we work with parents. What are some 21st century tools that we can use to communicate with the parents in your school, the parents of your underachievers? In this workshop, you will learn a lot of strategies, but at the end of the workshop, you will actually think of at least one of your underachieving students. You'll write a little scenario, you'll share this with a partner or a group, and you'll leave the workshop having some really good practical ideas that you can go back to your school the next day and start to implement. Most of the feedback that I've had from people who have attended my workshops on motivating underachievers is that they went away having a lot of ideas for what they could do next with their underachieving students. So I hope that you will consider this as a workshop that you might like to bring to your school or to your school district. In order to find out more information, you need to call Pieces of Learning at 1-800-729-5137 or look us up on our website, www.piecesoflearning.com. I would really enjoy coming to your school, your service center, or your school district and talking to you about your underachievers. Thank you.